Okay, guys, so today we're going to look at finally getting to writing actual Python scripts. They're not particularly programs. Python is a scripting language. Basically, it does not create a compiled binary program. It just creates a text file, and then the interpreter, the Python engine, interprets that code and performs the operations just in time, what they call a just-in-time compiler, I guess, or actually that would be Java, but it performs the actions just in time as the script is being interpreted. So essentially, this is not a program that we're going to write. It is in fact a script, but it is a separate thing. It's basically a text file, and so to write it, we're going to look at getting ourselves a text editor. You can use Notepad if you want to. If you don't want to download and install things on your computer, you can use Notepad. However, it's not very friendly when it comes to error detection or troubleshooting, anything like that. The one that I'm going to recommend is free. It doesn't cost anything. It's reliable, and it's trusted by a lot of people. So let's go ahead and look at desktop, and we're going to look at. All right. So once we're ready to go, we're going to hit. Pardon me. We're going to go ahead and open up the internet here, and we're going to go to Notepad++. I'm just going to do a search, and where you want to go is notepad-plus-plus.org. That's the site we're going to download from. So you want to click on that link, and then we want to click on the downloads link. Okay, and you want to get the most recent version, which is here, Notepad version 8.1.6. We click there. Now, this is a whole lot of mess here. All these buttons that say start now and download, stay away from those. Don't do anything like that. What you want is the installer. So we're going to click on installer, and it should give you the option npp.8.1.6.installer x64. This is the 64-bit version of Notepad++, and that's the one that we want. Unless your computer's very old, or unless it's a Mac or something along those lines, we want the 64-bit installer. So let's go ahead and save that. And it's an instant download. It's only 4 megabytes, so it's a very quick download. And you're going to click on this shortcut, and the installer should pop. I'm going to go ahead and go a little way through it. Click on English, unless you have another language that you prefer. And then when it comes up here, you're going to click Yes, Next, or Continue until you are done. At the end of this button's going to say Finish, and when you click on that, it's going to go ahead and open up what you've installed, which should be Notepad++ version 8.1.6. So I've already got it installed, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. And I'm going to just open up what you should be seeing. And what you should be seeing looks like this. Basically, you've got the Notepad icon here, and you probably have a tab that has a bunch of text. You can X out of that tab. X out of that tab. Just close it. It's just a kind of a release notes. So just click this X on that tab, and what we're going to do is create our first script. And of course, that's going to be a hello world. That's traditional. So we're going to click on this icon here that says new, or you can go to File and click New. Doesn't matter. But when you do that, it should present you with a blank text area that you can type into. Now, remember, the code that we used for hello world was basically just the print function with the hello world parameter. We're going to repeat that here. We're just going to say print, and you'll notice that it gives us opportunities. And notice that the text is purple. This is a much nicer interface than a regular Notepad. And then we're going to put in parentheses, hello world. Oops, there we go. All right, and really that's all you need. This program is set to run. So we just have to save it. So you can go ahead and click here, or you can do File, Save, whichever you prefer. And once you've got it saved, another important thing, you need to find a place to save your Python programs. I'm going to recommend this to you. You don't have to do it this way. You can save it wherever you want to as long as you can find it. But here's going to be the thing. In my program, or in my folders here, I'm going to select my C drive. That's the main drive. Double click, and then in here I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call it Python code. So new folder, and I'm not going to put a space in there because I just don't. I'm going to do it in camel case. Python code. All right, so there's the folder where I'm going to save all of my Python tutorial code from now on. And so if you do that, then at the end of this class, you should have a portfolio of code to work with. So once I've created that, then I can come back into Notepad, and this time I'm going to go Save As. And I'm going to go to Computer, C Drive, and there's my Python code folder. And I'm going to put it in there as hello.py. Okay? And so it's saved, and now we're going to run it. We run it the same way that we've run it all the time. We run it in the command line. So let's go ahead. This is not something you can double click on, at least not yet. We'll get there, but for right now we're going to run it from the command line. So go ahead and open up your command prompt, and you're going to have to browse to that or move to that directory. So we're going to cd, that means change directory, C:, backslash, Python code, and there we are. If you need help with that, it's cd, C:, backslash, Python code, and that should take you there. If we do a dir command, it'll show us what's in our folder, and the only thing that's in there is hello.py. So that's all we need. Now we're going to run the code just like we've been doing. We're going to go into the Python environment. We're going to type in Python, but then we're going to type in the name of the script we want to run. In this case, hello.py. When we hit enter, it should echo the words hello world onto our console. And sure enough, it does. So we have created a successful external Python script, and we have created it in an external text editor, and now we've gotten it to run. You'll notice it doesn't go into the Python mode. You don't see the three arrows in the Python environment running here. This is just a regular command line, so you don't have to do that anymore. All you have to do is type in Python, the name of the script, and it will run the script. So let's do one more. Let's practice a little bit. And what we're going to do now is we're going to actually go through what I want you guys to do for the assignment. So if you'll recall, looking at the assignment here, it says watch the video, follow along, download and install Notepad++, create a folder on your drive called MyPython or Python code or whatever. And we're going to create a script that prints out your name and a favorite quote. And so that's what we're going to do right now. Instead of printing hello world, first of all, we're going to print your name. So I'm going to use my name. Helps if you spell it right. And then I'm going to print another line. And the quote that I'm going to use all things not forbidden are compulsory. Essentially, that's a line out of Once and Future King by T.H. White. And it's a very entertaining book, and it's one that I highly recommend. T.H. or E.B., I don't remember anyway. His name's initials, but he has an excellent, excellent book about the story of King Arthur, and that comes from Ants. So, but regardless, I have my name and my favorite quote. We're going to save that, and we're going to save it as, and this is what you need to pay attention to, Python exercise _1.py. Remember, you need to save it with the py extension so that Windows recognizes it as a Python script and uses the Python interpreter to open it. Python exercise _1. And then once we do that, we're going to save it. We're going to go to our command line, hit dir, and now there it is. It's in the directory. So now we're going to run Python exercise _1.py, enter. And there are the two things I asked for, my name and my favorite quote. So that's what I want you guys to do. Now what you're going to do, once you've gotten your program to work, then you can exit out of the command line, and you can close out Notepad++. You're going to go back into Canvas, and this is the view that you're going to see, of course. And you'll have a video here. I just haven't installed it yet. But you'll click on Start Assignment, choose a file, and you're going to browse to C drive and then Python code. And the Python exercise 1 is what you're going to turn in. So you'll click that, hit open. Let's try that again. Hit open. There we go. And then you're going to do submit assignment. Remember, you need the .py extension. In fact, if you don't save it with the .py extension, it will not let you turn it in because I've got it filtered so that it only accepts documents that are .py. Make sure you don't turn in the Hello World one if you worked your way through that. Make sure you put in or turn in the Python exercise _1. It has the right name, and at that point you should be done, and you should get a good grade on this assignment. So okay, that should be all you need to know. Sorry, my nose is itching. That should be all you need to do to complete this first script. Go ahead, get it done, and get it turned in, and we'll move on to the next assignment. If you have any questions, as always, I can be reached through the Canvas inbox, or if you happen to be on campus, come by the second floor of the library by the back stairs. Room 210 is the Canvas help desk, and that's also my office. So if you want to drop by and talk about Python and ask me questions and get some help, you can also do that. Till then, I look forward to seeing you in class, and I hope you have a good day.